Hey ladies, what's up? It is Jenna's Picks live on a Thursday. I'm so glad to be with you. We took a week off because I was in Palm Beach with my family on a little vacation, which we are going to talk about tonight. That is what this live is about. It's vacation looks, highlights, a Q&A if you guys are interested. I got a couple questions about where we stayed, what we did, all that kind of stuff. That's what I will be answering tonight. So happy to be with you guys. I missed you while I was away. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, oh, hello. I am here on live on my phone. There we go. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I left a comment in the comments with the website to purchase everything that is shown on tonight's live, and also to let you guys know I'm answering questions live about our vacation. So if you have any questions about our visit to West Palm, things to do with the kids, all that kind of stuff, or even things we wore, what we did, what we ate, where we went, all that kind of stuff, that's what I'm here for, to answer all those questions. I got a couple on Instagram. I left a question box, so I'll be getting to all of that. But what have you guys been up to? I have not seen you in 2 weeks, although I've been posting, trying to get our vacation pictures up and running on Instagram. It's always so hard because you guys know me at this point. I take so many pictures. So like to go through all the pictures and then actually have time to post them and to link everything, it takes a very long time, and it's school vacation. So my time is not my time for the next 4 days. It is like so I love my children dearly. I said this in my Instagram story today. I love having them home. It's such a nice break from having the like whole school routine and everything. But man, if I hear mom, 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 mom one more time, it's like I just from the time I open up my eyes to the time they close their eyes, it is just incessant. And it's because they want my attention. I'm their favorite person, but they're like competing with each other for attention, and they play together, like they communicate while they're each playing with their own things, if that makes sense, because they both have different interests. So when I finally get up and moving and I'm with them all day, it's like, well, I want to play with this. Well, can you play with me with this? I want you to play with me with this. So it's like it's a competition of who I can play with and how much time I spend with each kid, and it like makes me it honestly, the mom guilt is like up to here because I'm like, I didn't spend enough time with them. They're upset. Like Cooper goes to sleep being like, this was the worst day ever. And I'm like, why? This was like my conversation with him last night when I was putting him to bed. He was like, it's the worst day ever. I'm like, you woke up and watched TV, then you played your Switch, then you went on the computer and played Minecraft, then I painted with you guys. Like I'm sorry, where was the worst day ever? Because it sounds like you had the greatest day of life. So that's where we are at this point, is just I love school vacation, but it is so difficult, especially coming back from a vacation when we were moving and grooving, and Greg and I were both together, and we co-parent really well together. And then we have all these activities lined up, and yes, you probably saw lots of attitude from the kids because we were doing a lot, and it was like everybody was tired, and that's how it goes. But then you get home and it's like you're sitting on the floor and you're playing a game for 5 hours. It's like, I need a break. It's crazy. And add on to that the laundry and the upkeep, which Effie reminded me. I don't know, Effie, are you on yet? She reminded me that it's harder to be home with the kids than on vacation, because when you're home, it's like everything is yours, right? Like you have the laundry, you have to clean up the kitchen, and when the kids are in the house all day, it's like from one room to the next to the next, just constantly cleaning up messes and trying to get on top of vacation laundry. And then my cats are like Velcro. It's as if we left them for a year. Taco cannot get enough of me. So coming back from vacation is a little bit of a whirlwind for us. So I'm really glad to have this little bit of respite and have my girls' night and my girls' time with you guys. So thank you for being here. Welcome. This is Jenna's Picks Live. I'm your host, Jenna. We are talking all about West Palm Beach vacation with the kids and any links you guys need. I have a bunch of things lined up to show you guys some of the favorites that I brought on vacation. As you can see, I am wearing one of your favorite dresses. I actually didn't get a chance to post my last two I only got through half the vacation so far on Instagram, if you can believe that. So I still have a few more outfits to show you guys, but this one was the one that I wore on night one, and you guys loved it so much. I honestly was surprised by how much you loved it because this is so funny. This is always a dress that I look at in my closet and I say, I'm going to throw it out. And then I put it on and I'm like, wait, I actually really like this. I'll keep it I'll just keep it and see if I wear it again. And then it always ends up getting such great comments from you guys, and Greg really likes it. And I don't like, I'm trying to get rid of it, but I can't because then I put it on and I really like it. So it's one of those things that always surprises me. So I brought it as like, the first night of vacation is never like the night that you dress up. You want to look nice, but everybody's always tired and all that stuff. So that's why I brought this, and then it ended up being such a hit with you guys. So I'm wearing it to show you how I styled it on vacation. It is still available, not in this print, but in a bunch of different colors and prints. It's available. A lot of you guys liked it for the arm coverage, so we'll talk all about that. I have a bunch of accessories to show you. My favorite beach bag and also my favorite carry-on plain tote that I used. It's new on Jena's Picks, and you guys are already ordering, and I got 3 orders today. And it comes in a bunch of colors. So we're going to go talk all about that stuff. So I'm going to get started because, again, we are shortening the lives moving forward. I'm trying, but I just have a lot to talk about and a lot to say and a lot to show you guys. So I'll do my best. But anyway, if you are watching, leave a comment live. If you don't know how to do that, you need to have your information, your profile information filled out on Google and YouTube, your name, your a picture, avatar, a birth date, so that they can verify that you're a real person. Then you'll be able to comment live. If you're watching on the replay, hello, leave me a comment and let me know that you're watching. I always respond to every comment that you guys leave. I love seeing who's watching, and when you are watching, I'm really grateful for you guys tuning in. Like I said, this is Jena's Picks Live, so if you are interested in buying anything on the that you see on the live tonight, this is how you're going to do it. This is my website. It's jenaspicks.com, JENA'S PICKS.com. This is what it looks like when you get to it. My winter refresh collection is up here at the top. Featured collections down at the bottom. You can shop by category. You can watch the last few lives down here as well. You can go to my other shops of items that are not Jena's Picks, like, for instance, this dress, but items that I really love and that I showcase on the lives, those are available here in my shops. So that's how you get to everything. If you go up here to the live tab, that changes every week depending on what I'm showcasing on the live tonight. So I will be showing these earrings, the belt, the bag, and it just keeps going until we run out of time. So that's what I'm showing tonight. And then you can see if you hit this shop now button, it brings you to things that I've shown on the live that you guys might be interested in, such as the undergarments that I wear, or if you go here to posts, you can see the dress that I'm wearing, the shirt that I'm wearing, the shirt here. So lots of stuff that I have linked for you guys is all in there under my shops. So that is how you shop with me. Remember, if you love something a la this dress or whatever it is, please use my links, especially like when you're on this page on the shop now and you go, like, let's say you really want these undergarments. Love is a strange word, but you love these undergarments. Click on the link and it brings you to the Spanx website. So I really appreciate it if you use those links to purchase instead of going to the website yourself, because it really shows the brand that I like them and that I brought you to them, and it shows the brand loyalty, and then we get to do fun things with the brands. So please use my links. It costs you nothing, but it really helps me and my reputation with these brands. So that is how the live works. Hello, Trisha. How are you? Hello. My mom is on. You guys probably can't see her. I have to figure out how to fix her thing, but we've not been in the same room for a few weeks now. It's only the worst day ever when he's going to sleep for Cooper. Yes, that is true. That is true. He's always having the best day, and then as soon as we go to sleep, he was like, "This was a bad day." I'm like, okay. Anxiety kicks in for sure. All right, so I'm going to get started without further ado. And the first thing that I'm going to show you, these really beautiful earrings. So I'm going to go head to toe with this look. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the earrings, then we'll talk about the dress, then we'll talk about the belt and all that jazz. So yeah, the earrings are first. These are the earrings that I'm wearing. They are brand new to Jena's Picks. I love them. I tested them out on this vacation, so I can tell you they are tried and true. I wore them. They're so comfortable. I have some pictures you can see close up because it might be a little bit hard in my camera, but they are like fine rope detailing. I'll do a zoom in so you guys can see. Do you see how they're like so beautifully, it looks like an interwoven rope, but they don't move. They're all soldered together. They have that push clasp so you won't lose them, which is great. And they are $31. Shipping is free, $59 and over. So add a couple pairs of earrings to your cart and you're set. You get free shipping. So these are the gilded rope hoops that I'm wearing right now. I will show you a little bit, try to do it up close in the camera so you guys can see. It might not focus very well, but I'll try to step over my computer so you guys can see them. They are so lightweight. They just look more classy than a regular hoop earring. And they are a little bit on the dressier side, but because they're hoops, they could still be on like more casual, if that makes sense. So this is what they look like. So you guys can see that. So they have this clasp here so you won't lose them, which is great. And then that's what the rope detailing looks like. And do you guys see my nails? I quickly had to do them before the live because we'll talk all about my non-dazzle dry manicure, but I knew I was going to have to come on live with you guys and show you these earrings and everything up close. So I wanted to make sure that my nails looked a little bit better than they did on vacation. So we'll talk all about that too. But anyway, these earrings are so cute. They are not heavy. They are so lightweight. I actually think I have in the description. They are 30 millimeters times 10 millimeters, and they're super, super lightweight. I am a baby when it comes to earrings. Like, my mom can vouch. I almost never wear them. Greg, actually, we were talking about Juliet having her ears pierced, and my sister asked if she had a second hole. And I was like, oh, I totally forgot to give her to get a second hole for her. It just slipped my mind. And Greg was like, why would we give her a second hole? And I was like, oh, well, just because like I got it when I was a baby. And he was like, you have a second hole? I'm telling you, I never wear earrings because my ears are so sensitive. They just like, I don't know, it gets infected. It's not comfortable for me. The hole hurts. I can't deal with the weight of it. So earrings usually end up like I wear them and then they end up in the cup holder of my car before I even get to a restaurant. So to find lightweight earrings is like my life's mission because I love the way they look. It really creates it really creates the whole look because this is just like, meh, but this is how I walk around most of the time. So for me to be able to find lightweight earrings that are really cute and functional and $31, a dream. I love them. So I have two pairs of earrings to show you guys. So this is one of them. And then the second one, I'll actually put on right now too. So like I said, you can get both of these and then get free shipping. So I think these are also $31. So two different kinds. And the next ones that I'm going to show you are, yep, they're both $31. So $62, you get free shipping and you get two pairs of earrings. So these are the link drop earrings. They come in yellow and they also come in white. So I have the yellow ones. I'm a yellow girl, a la my color palette. So they are a super, super trendy design. Let me just have this focus. Focus, focus. Hello, focus. There we go. Very, very trendy design. It's sort of like a paper clip. Ooh, hold on. Move it back this way. Come on. There we go. So hard to focus here. So this is what they look like. They're linked by the top here. So you open it up this way, and then it snaps in to close. And when you hear that click, did you guys hear that? That click means that it is locked in place. So I have in the description of this earring, it says it's a sterling silver post for sensitive ears. Do you see it says it over here? As a naturally soft metal, sterling silver may shift slightly when you're securing it. So when I first took these out, I was like, oh no, they're damaged. And it's just the like post of it got turned up like this. So you kind of just it got like pulled up like that. So you kind of just have to put it back in place and then secure it in the lock. So it's just a really soft metal. It's not damaged. I like literally was going to write back to the company and be like, these are damaged. And then I read that on the description. I was like, oh, because it's sterling silver. That makes sense. So just so that you know, it's not damaged. If you pull it out of your ear and it starts to like shift up, just push it back down and then make sure it clicks in. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in the ear. And these are 14 karat gold plated brass. They both are. And this is a sterling silver post. So it's hypoallergenic. All of that, both of them are hypoallergenic. And they are nickel free and allergen free. So this is how they look in the ear. So cute. They make a little like noise when it hits back and forth. So excuse me. So these are the two. Oh, I already took out the other earring. So this is the earring. Comes in white gold or white and yellow, 14 karat gold plated brass. And they're so, so lightweight, you guys. They are a trendy and inexpensive take on that really popular design. So you'll probably see paper clip looking earrings around. Like I see them everywhere on influencers online. I see them in jewelry stores. I think David Yurman is selling some that look like this. But these are so lightweight and they're $31. So I always think, unless, you're talking about an engagement ring, you guys know I love my diamonds, an engagement ring, a wedding band, a necklace, that kind of like the good jewelry that you have, the diamond jewelry is like, that's one thing. But then if you want fun, trendy earrings, especially with me, I feel like because it's so hit or miss with me with earrings that like I will like them and then I'll decide they hurt or they're too heavy or whatever, and then I won't ever wear them again. I don't like to spend a lot of money on earrings. So I also like to be able to change it up a bit. You guys know me. I'm always wearing this necklace and I'm always wearing these rings and I'm usually wearing a watch and that's it. So to have fun earrings to interchange, I think is like just, it's a good thing to always be able to change up because it's close to your face, it's noticeable, and it's inexpensive, hypoallergenic, and just really comfortable and lightweight. So, my mom said, yes, my mom said, we used to argue that you're not wearing earrings and lipstick. That's true. I wear lipstick all the time now. And almost every time I put lipstick on, I think of my mom, which is every single day that I wear makeup, because she would always yell at me because I have big eyes and they looked even bigger when I was little. And I would wear like, lots of mascara and eyeliner when I was in high school and blush. And then I never wore lipstick because I have small lips and I felt like I looked like a clown if I put lipstick on. And she would always be like, you can't wear eye makeup. I looked like a bug. I had huge eyes and then like a small mouth, which looked even smaller without lipstick on. So she always used to yell at me, you have to wear lipstick and you have to wear earrings. So look at me. Look how far we've come. I'm wearing lipstick and I'm wearing earrings. So those are the two that I wanted to show you. I'll leave these on. So we have the gilded hoops, and then we also have the link earrings, which are so cute. So those are the two earrings that I want to show you. The next thing I want to show you is the Jena's Picks belt, which is my best-selling piece on Jena's Picks Live. If you guys are OGs, if you've been here since the beginning of Jena's Picks, this was my very first item that I ever sold. It has the inscription. Actually, my mom actually designed the inscription of Jena's Picks into the belts, and so that's stamped in every single belt that comes through me and then out to you guys. So you have a little bit of my mom and a little bit of me in there with you, and a little bit of Greg because he has to stamp every single belt. But I wear this belt all the time. I stopped talking about it on the live a lot because I feel like I've talked about it so much that the people who watch every week are like, yeah, we get it with the belt. But it has a resurgence because it just goes so well with dresses. So I brought it on vacation and already I had you guys ordering it from this post on the dress. So I'm telling you, it's so good. I'm not going to spend as much time talking about this belt as I did on I have a reel on Instagram that I showed you guys how to elevate a look. One of the ways is adding earrings. Another way is changing up your belt. So that's something that I did a whole reel on. I'll actually post it to YouTube also because I think it's really important to know that you don't have to spend a lot of money on your outfit to make it look different, to make it look and feel like you. You just have to add some accessories that feel like you. So you add the earrings, and then this dress, I don't have it with me, but it actually came with a fabric belt that was the same exact color and pattern as this dress. It was one of those like wrap tie. It was a tie dress. Um, so you can wear it like that, and it's fine. I'll actually show you what it looks like. If you go to the screen share, or if I go to the screen share, I'll go to the dress here. So this is what it looks like. Do you see that? So it's really like it just blends in, and it's just a nice little wrap dress. But if we really want to make this look elevated and feel a little bit more trendy and date night look, add the belt. So get rid of the fabric one and add this JENA'S PICKS belt. This is the S/M up on my natural waist. The M/L is great for me, more of like a mid-rise. So all the sizing descriptions are on the website, but this belt is the best. Everything is super stretchy on it. So the entire belt is elastic except for the leather on either side. So there's leather on this side and there's leather on this side. And then you have the golden clasp in the middle. And then the little JENA'S PICKS inscription, if you guys can see that. Zoom in. Come on, focus. It's not focusing. There we go. JENA'S PICKS inscription. Whoop. Can see it in there. There we go. So you can see that this dress came with these little belt loops. I always just kind of ignore them because I have a longer torso and I like to place the belt wherever I like to place it. So I just hide those little belt loops under there. But it just elevates the look instead of having that wrap. It makes it look more intentional, makes it look a little bit dressier, a little bit more upscale. And that's what we are looking for. Comfortable, casual, easy dress can become a date night dress when you add a heel, you add a cute belt accessory, and you add your earrings. So lightweight that it's perfect walking with shorts, trousers, and jumpsuits. Yes, my mom is, if there's anybody more obsessed with this belt, it is my mom. She wears it every single time I see her, she's wearing it. And it's not just because she's coming to see me. It's because she literally wears this belt with everything. It comes in 3 colors and 2 different sizes. She owns them all because she wears them all different ways. But yeah, it really does elevate the look of trousers, makes it look a little bit dressier. Shorts, obviously, I wear it with linen shorts all the time. And then I just love putting it on with a dress because I think it really just makes the whole look cohesive. So this is the black one, and it also comes in, this is the ivory, and then it also comes in a cognac, which I never have down here because I wear it so much upstairs. So I do not have that one down here, I don't think. But anyway, those are the JENA'S PICKS belts. And then this dress is also available, like I said, you can go on the Shop My and grab it. It doesn't come in this pattern anymore, but it is available in solids and also available in other patterns. I am going to jump into the next outfit. And while I do, I will tell you that we were packing up our hotel room, and I'm packing up for the kids and then packing up for Greg and for me and like in everything. And then as I'm leaving, I go to take my like coat off the coat rack, and I was like, oh my gosh, the tie for that dress was underneath something, like underneath the bathrobe in the room. And I was like, oh, I almost left this here. And Greg was like, oh, I thought you meant to leave that there. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, it was so funny. I want to be on camera when I tell you this, but I'm not wearing a shirt. So he was like, he was like, I thought you meant to leave that. And I'm like, why would I mean to leave part of my dress in the hotel room? And he was like, because when you were filming that video, you said, take the tie off and throw it away. And I'm like, I didn't really mean throw it away. I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm not going to wear it. I will always wear the belt with it. But I'm like, I didn't mean to throw, I was saying metaphorically in like, being dramatic in my Instagram reel. I was like, take the belt off, take the tie off and throw it away. We don't need it anymore. And so I'm like, why is this being left in the hotel room? He was like, oh, I thought you wanted to throw it away. So funny. All right, guys. So this is um, something that I love. If you know about me, you know I love a good sweater vest. And this is a great one for the upcoming weather. I know it's still, there's literally like a foot and a half of snow outside if you are from New England. However, we are going to eventually be climbing out of this and we are going to be getting ready for Passover and Easter and graduations and birthdays and celebrations and Mother's Day and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we have a little bit to get through before we get there, but I love a good sweater vest. This one is super lightweight. It comes in a bunch of colors. I love this green color. It goes with everything. I wore it on vacation with a pair of white linen shorts. I'm showing it to you right now with jeans because I think it's a really good transitional piece. Yes, it's a sweater vest, but it's definitely something that you can wear throughout the seasons. You can actually layer a shirt underneath it. I never did that before, but I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, this actually sounds like it could work really well. And I'm really tempted to grab that shirt and see if it does. But I don't want to waste too much time, so I'm not going to do that. But maybe I will try it after and see. But I always love the look of this because it's so classy. It has sort of like a what is that, like army colonel, like naval look to it. So definitely screams more of like a summery vibe to me, like spring and summer. So that's why I wore it with my linen shorts. But I do love it with a pair of jeans. Great for transition. Like I said, you wear it with white pants. And it's just really good to go from, like the spring all the way through the summer. So I love this one. Wore it for our walk around Palm Beach, which I did get questions about shopping. We went to Worth Avenue, which is like the premier designer shopping area, which was like really great with the kids. It worked out really well for the kids, not really well for us because we went on Sunday and we did not realize that basically everything is closed on Sunday. So we like all the designers were there and like Greg and I were ready to shop and I was like Pretty Woman. I was like, look, I got money to spend. Not really, but I was like, I'm ready to shop, and none of the stores were open. It was very disheartening. Although my favorite designer was open, Bottega Veneta, love. They were open, and I may or may not have gotten some new shoes. So, TBD. I went in, they didn't have my size, but um, I think I am going to actually get those shoes. So I went in, I saw them, we left them because Greg wanted to get me a Valentine's Day present. And I was like, this is the first store we're going into. So Greg coded that I'm like, I'm not getting the first thing I see. I want to shop. Literally everything on the street was closed. So I was like, all right, fine, we'll go back and we'll get the shoes. And they didn't have my size. So I'm a 38 in the heeled version of the Bottega shoes. I showed you guys when I got them over the summer. But the flat, my foot hangs off a little bit because it's not being pushed to the front. So they have half sizes, which is great. So I needed the half size and they didn't have it in the store. So I think I am actually going to order those. So anyway, I digress. But I will say you guys were asking about shopping and what we were doing. So we went to Worth Avenue, Worth Street, whatever it is. And unfortunately, most of the stores are closed. So if you are going to West Palm or being in that area and you want to do some shopping, don't go on a Sunday. Also, we did get a parking ticket because the police don't sleep and everything is closed on the street. But don't you forget to pay the meter or run out of time on your meter because you will get a ticket. Um, Anyway, so that is my story for that. We did stay a little bit outside of West Palm, so I got a couple of questions about where we stayed. I did a little hotel tour, of course, never posted it, so I will post it and show you guys what our room looked like. But traveling with kids, we never do same hotel room. Greg and I like to have a separation, especially because when the kids go to sleep, we like to have our own time to like hang out together. So we always ideally would love to do a suite. So what we did was a 1-bedroom suite. So it had 2 bathrooms, a separate bedroom, and a separate living room. So it had a little fridge too. So the kids slept on the pull-out sofa together, and then we had our bedroom. They had their own bathroom, and we stayed at the Jupiter Beach Resort and Spa. So it was like a half an hour from West Palm, and it ended up being the best option for us because one, we booked this trip too late for the other hotels that we were interested in. Everything was booked because it was President's Day. But two, we wanted a suite, and none of the hotels in West Palm had suites because they were all more like boutique hotels. And three, I wanted to be on the beach because I really wanted the kids to go on the beach. I'm not a beach person. I actually don't like the beach. I like to see it. I don't like sand. But I really wanted the kids to have the beach experience. I didn't want to have to like take a shuttle to the beach or drive to the beach. I don't like sand being on me, near me, in my clothes, in my car. So I was like, I don't want to do that whole beach situation. So I want to just be able to like walk out of my hotel room and be on the beach. So that's why we did that. It ended up being really like, it ended up being fine. I had a little bit of an issue with the like room service. Took forever to come up to the room, and we had an issue. It was just, if you really want to know, we were at the restaurant, we were sitting outside, and Cooper was absolutely freezing. He was like rushing me through. I was eating like, a $75 steak, and I was like eating it this fast because he was so miserable. He was freezing. So I said, we'll just pack it up here and we'll order ice cream room service to the room. So by the time we get them in pajamas and everything, they'll have their dessert. Meanwhile, it took an hour and a half for the ice cream to come up. It was a scoop of vanilla ice cream, a scoop of chocolate ice cream, and Greg and I both got espressos. An hour and a half. So I called like 45 minutes into it, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And they were like, oh, the restaurant's really backed up. And I'm like, okay, can I come down and get it? And then I'll bring it upstairs. They're like, no, you already ordered it. That's not how it works. It's going to probably be another 40 minutes. So the kids are like falling asleep. It was like such a disaster. Anyway, an hour and a half later, it comes up, and it's on this like super heavy tray. And the guy was so nice. He brought it up. I think he was the manager of the restaurant. He saw that we had dinner there earlier. And so he gives us the tray, and Greg puts it on the nightstand, and he was like, oh, do you want me to bring it in? Greg's like, no, it's fine. Like, we'll just leave it here. Thank you so much. Tips him, leaves. And I took the ice cream off the tray to bring it into the kids' room, and the whole tray fell over, and the espresso glasses shattered all over the floor, and our coffees were gone. It's like the guy like just left the room, and I was like, no. So I couldn't like run out to tell him because there was glass all by the door. So Greg had to like clean up the glass, and I'm like giving the kids the ice cream. So I called down to the front desk, and I was like, listen, the guy, he was so nice, the manager from the restaurant, he just brought everything up. I just dumped the espressos. They fell off the tray. Is there any way that he can just like run back 2 more espressos? And the guy was like, it's going to be about 2 hours. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, no. We just waited an hour and a half for coffee, for espresso and ice cream. The espressos just like they fell off the tray and broke. Can he just run 2 more up to us? Or can somebody just run up 2 more to us? And he was like, no, the kitchen's really backed up. It's going to be 2 hours. And I'm like, I will come down and get them myself. And he was like, no, you're not allowed to do that. And I was furious. Greg was furious. It was such a situation. But anyway, the guy who answered the phone ended up bringing them up to us, and Greg was none too pleased with the way that turned out, obviously. But we did end up getting the espressos and whatever. So that was an issue that we had. And the other issue is that one of Cooper's stuffed animals seemingly disappeared after our room got cleaned, and he is like heartbroken, and they claim to have never seen it and whatever, but like it was in the hotel room with the other stuffed animals, and it probably got swept up, not in the sheets, but probably in like a towel that was on the floor or something. And they just don't know where it is. So that's another thing that's like, it's not necessarily their fault, but it like also Greg's hairbrush got thrown out or taken or something as well. So those are 2 things that we didn't get to bring home with us: Greg's brush and one of Cooper's stuffed animals. So I would say all in all, I think the stay at the hotel, like the hotel was great. It had a pool, it had the beach access, the restaurant was good. The all the restaurants surrounding the location, like we spent a lot of time in Jupiter, Florida, which we never would have been in any other time. And all the restaurants were like awesome. Um, like I said, there are just a couple of dings about the service that I didn't love, but other than that, I think all in all, we had a really great experience in that area of Florida. We usually go to Naples. You guys know my parents are have their house there, so Greg and I were just there in January. We wanted to switch it up a little bit, and we really wanted the kids to be on the beach, so that's why we were in West Palm. I did get a bunch of questions about why did you go to Naples? Why did you go to Naples? Because Greg and I were just there, and we wanted the kids to like come out of our room and go right onto the beach. We're only there for a few days, and we really wanted them to get the most out of the beach experience. Dad says it's not a vacation if the kids are in our room. Well, that's true. It's not a vacation when you're with your kids anyway. It's a trip. It's just parenting in a different location. But no, we did have a great time. Like it just was, it's so much easier as the kids get older because they can do a lot more stuff, you know, for themselves. And I think after this year of Juliet doing swim lessons, I think she'll be good to be in the pool. She was really like teetering on the edge of being in the pool she was in the pool by herself, but she was hanging onto a noodle the whole time and complaining pretty incessantly. So I think next year she will feel a lot more comfortable being in the pool by herself, and then that will open up a whole new world for us for sure. But anyway, speaking of the pool, the last couple things I want to show you guys are the bags. So this is the beach bag that I used while I was down there. This is a JENA'S PICKS bag. It's the Shoreline Tote. This one is such a great beach bag. I have a bunch on the website. The one that I usually take is, do I have it down here? It's the mesh one where the sand just falls through it. But I wanted to take something a little bit more fashionable because I used this as like my everyday bag as well. We weren't spending a lot of time on this vacation. So I wanted to just have like a small beach bag and also something that I could take like when we went shopping, which is what I did. So this is the one that I use. It has a little inside pocket on this side. You guys see that little inside pocket here. And then it also has a full zipper on top, which, I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever zipped this bag up, but it does zipper fully closed, which is great. It has a lining in the inside. Yeah, it gets wet. It's just, I don't like to spend a lot of money on something that's going to be sitting on the floor, sitting on the ground in a wet puddle next to my chair or in the sand or anything. I don't like to spend a lot of money on that. I think the designer beach bags look really cute, but functionally, like for me, it's not worth it. So this one is a JENA'S pick. So if you go back to the live featured products, it is, you can see that this is the mesh one that I was talking about, the Coastline Carryall. It is such a great beach bag. It has so many compartments. It is so lightweight. It folds up like crazy. So I take this one a lot in the summer. It's just a huge bag. You can carry everything in it. Like I said, I wanted something for a little bit of a different purpose, which is why I took this one. This is the Sure Thing tote bag. $37 gets you this tote. It is such a great, easy, super lightweight, foldable. You don't have to worry about it. If it gets stained, if it gets wet, like who cares? It's the perfect little beach bag. And tote, like I said, I walked around all the designer shops with this too, and it doesn't look like that nylon mesh beach bag. It actually looks a little bit more trendy. So this is the one that I took. And then this is what I used as my airplane carry-on bag, which is what I will use forever and ever and ever because it's so good. So this is the Carryall tote. It is so lightweight. It weighs less than a pound without anything in it. It's quilted. I still have my travel pillow on it. It has the luggage strap so it can go right onto your suitcase. Has a bunch of different pockets, outside pocket, zippered pocket here, another zippered pocket, another outside pocket. It has a full zipper on the top, so when it goes through security, your stuff doesn't dump everywhere, which was always my issue. I carried my Louis Vuitton Neverfull through the airport so many times, and every single time It dumped over in the like TSA bag check, and my stuff was everywhere. So this, you can fit your coat in there too. I stuffed my coat in there during TSA as well because the whole thing just is like so easy to like pack down. It's just so squishy. And then in the inside, it has a bunch of different pockets too. So you have an inside. Can you guys even see this? It's a little hard to show you, but they have an inside zipper pocket here. So this is the zipper one. And then on the other side, it has two slip pockets plus this Velcro that is a padded, this whole thing is padded. It's a padded laptop or tablet compartment. And then it has the whole inside area. This thing has so many compartments that I was losing things. I put lollipops in here, could not find them for half the flight for Juliet. I was like, I don't know. There's like 11 pockets in here. I have no idea where I put the lollipops. So this whole thing, like I said, it weighs less than a pound, fits right under the seat. It is the best carry-on bag, and it has padded straps. You can put it on your shoulder. You can put it on a suitcase. Like I said, it has a luggage strap, and it comes in a bunch of colors. So this, or not a bunch, but I think it comes in 3 colors. So I have this grayish color. I was deciding if I should call it grayish or mushroom. It really is like a mushroom color, but I feel like grayish was a better name for it. And then I just packed up. This is, obviously you guys know what black looks like, but this is the black one. One of you guys ordered that already, so I have it getting ready to send out to you. So I wanted to show you that. So if this was yours, congratulations. Yours is getting sent out tomorrow. And it also comes in vanilla, which is like a lighter color that I would not dare get if I'm putting it on the floor of the plane. But if you want to, it's a great gym bag too. I was like this close to using it for the gym, and then I was like, no, I need it. We're about to take a trip. I need it for the plane, but it's such a good gym bag. I might actually get. I have a backpack for the gym, but it doesn't like. I can't ever bring other shoes. Actually, that's right. I will get another one because I always have to wear my sneakers out of the gym, even if I'm like all like I shower there and I'm like all dressed, but I have to wear my sneakers because I have to bring a towel to the gym. I hate that I have to bring my own towel, but I have to bring a towel and my change of clothes and then my bag. It's so hard to even zipper it. So if I had that, I could actually bring another pair of shoes or boots in it. So great gym bag, diaper bag if you know a new mom or a mom with kids who travels a lot or does overnights. Such a great one. It's also a good overnight bag. So if you know a college student, honestly, these bags are great for everything. They're so lightweight. They fold up really small. They have a million compartments in them. The zipper on top, the luggage thing. It's literally a no-brainer. So those are the things that I wanted to show you guys. Effie, I was talking all about you earlier. She said, I'm losing my mind. I knew there was a live and then forgot. So Effie is like, when I'm not live, like last week, she's messaging me, is there a live? Is there a live? Did I miss a live? And I'm like, no, I'm on vacation. Sorry, I'll be live next week. And then you forget about me. I purposely came live and now you forgot about me. But we are wrapping up. The last thing I wanted to tell you guys, just as like a special mention, is the strapless bra. I did a whole undergarments live last week, but I did bring the Spanx underwear, of course, the compression underwear, the briefs that I showed you guys. I wear that underneath everything, like definitely dresses, but I also wear it underneath jeans. They're just really comfortable, especially when I wore the white linen shorts, because I feel like white linen's kind of see-through. I wore them then too. My white suit, like trousers that I wore with that green top you guys liked, I wore it then too. So I love those briefs. Cannot say enough about them. They are currently in the wash. So this strapless bra I wore with that green shirt as well. So this is the one. Go back to the live that I showed last week. I will actually pull a clip and put it on YouTube also. This is the strapless bra. It has the plastic here so it doesn't fall down. It honestly does not feel like you're even wearing a bra. I have a larger chest. I really, really despise strapless bras, like a lot of you, I'm sure. This one is so comfortable. It's also really cute with the polka dots. It's like pretty sexy, but I do love it. It has couple of different sizing for the clasps here. And I just really like that it has that like rubberized thing on tops, or the plastic on the top, so it doesn't fall down. And it's really, really comfortable. It just creates a nice shape. So this one is from Amazon. It's linked on the As Seen on Live, so you guys can grab it if you want. Honorable mention for that. But anyway, thank you so much for joining my live tonight, you guys. I didn't get to do the short live that I wanted to do, but I did have a lot to talk about with the trip and everything. So let me just make sure I didn't miss any questions from the Q&A box that I put up. Hang on a second. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I did not stay with my mom. We stayed at the in Jupiter, Florida, at the beach resort and spa we talked about. And what the last one is Dazzle Dry. We talked about that too. So Dazzle Dry, just really quickly, for if you guys are watching, you asked about Dazzle. So many people asked about it. Dazzle Dry is a certain kind of polish system. It's like a It's a three-part polish system that lasts about 2 weeks. So it lasts very similar to the length of gel, but it's not gel. It doesn't damage your nails. It's regular polish. It comes off with regular nail polish remover. It chips when it's time to come off. It's not gel, and it's not dip. It's just a really strong polish. You can get it on Amazon. I have it, but I just I don't know. I don't do my nails as well as the professionals who do them. So I love my nail guy, and I feel like I'm so lucky to have found a nail guy because I never had one before. I bite my nails. I'm trying not to. And so I've been trying to get manicures more regularly. And he just moved to a new salon, and they do not carry Dazzle Dry. So they convinced me to get a regular manicure because their top coat, it lasts as long as Dazzle Dry, literally chipped in less than a day. And it was like halfway hanging off my nails the whole vacation. It was so annoying. And then for this live, I was like, I can't be like showing you guys earrings up close and having like disgusting nails. So I did have to just paint my nails really quickly before I came on live. But I love Dazzle Dry. And I think maybe some of you guys suggested bringing it to him and having him put the Dazzle Dry on it. And I think I'm going to ask for that, honestly, because I love Dazzle Dry. It's a little bit more expensive than regular polish, but it's not as expensive as gel and definitely not as expensive as dip. It doesn't last as long, but it is no damage to your nails. It's literally just a different kind of nail polish system. So if you're interested, ask your salon if they have it. I really love it. And I think Effie, I'm sure, knows a lot about it since she is a professional. I have a lot of clients who use Dazzle Dry. They love it. I honestly, I love it because I cannot get a gel manicure. My nails are weak to begin with because I bite them. And then if I get a gel, it's like over for me. So I love Dazzle Dry. So I suggest it. They have it on Amazon. They have a bunch of different colors. You can get like the set where you get the base coat, the color, and the top coat together. So I think I'm going to call and see if he can just do it for me at the salon and just charge me whatever, because I really am like annoyed about the situation. Regular polish is not the same. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you. I will see you next week. I think I'm going to do an athleisure live next week because I got a couple new sets in that I want to show you. So plan on athleisure sets. You got a little bit of a sneak peek of one that I wore today, but I have a couple more that I just got in as well. Hi, Sherry. I didn't see you were here. Yes, I love Dazzle Dry. It's awesome. So yeah, I will see you guys next week for Athleisure Live. Follow me on Instagram at Jenafin, JENAFINN. Remember, everything can be purchased tonight on Jena'sPicks.com. Free shipping, $59 and over. Earrings are $31 each set. The bag is $46. The beach bag is $31. The shirt is something like $40-ish. And the belt is $28. So everything is affordable, attainable, above all, comfortable. That's the name of the game here at Jena's's Picks. Thank you so much for shopping with me. I hope you guys liked the show. If you did, give it a subscribe, a like, a comment, share it with a friend. And I will see you next week. Love you guys. Bye.